You're not the only one who loves those pretty flowers planted in your yard. So do deer. Good Day's Joanne Feldman has more on ways to deer-proof your garden.
You may love the sight of a deer wandering through your yard, but that doesn't mean you want them nibbling in your garden. So for some tips on how to keep the deer from doing just that, we've got Melody McDaniel here from Pike Nurseries to help us out. Good morning, Melody.
Good morning.
All right, so let's start with just some of the basic tips. You know, you probably can't completely keep them away, but there are things you can do to really reduce the risk.
Definitely. If you have certain plants that you like a lot and the deer like them too, one thing you can do is plant them closer to your home or in containers next to your house, because the closer in it is, the less likely they are to come up.
Okay.
So when they're further out in the garden, they're more tempting.
Sure.
You can also plant some plants at the edge of the property that are plants that they don't like, that have strong smells. That will also keep them away.
Okay.
And there are repellents. So you can see here, this is safe to have out. It's organic, so it's safe around your pets, but when you sprinkle it around outside, it keeps them away.
Okay.
Now, one thing to do when you use repellents is you want to mix it up. So there are different types of repellents. They will get used to a scent. So when you put one out, put a different type out the next time that you use it.
Okay, and is it probably a good idea to use multiple strategies for the best effect, I guess?
There are even some homegrown tips. So the next time you go get your hair cut, save a little baggie of the hair and put that out, because it smells like humans and they don't want to be around us. So you can mix that in with your repellents.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then the easiest thing to do is to use plants that they don't like. So we've got some examples of those here, and some of these are beautiful plants.
Right.
They're just not a favorite of deer. And the way you usually can know that a plant isn't, if you feel the texture of this leaf, it's kind of rough.
Okay.
So things that are rough like that, they typically don't want to eat.
Turns them away.
Yeah, so this is a coneflower. Lantana down here has also got that rough leaf. Yarrow, which is a beautiful perennial. All of these are perennials too, so they come back year after year. This is another one that's got a very rough texture. Brazilian verbena. It gets really tall and it's purple, so it makes for a beautiful garden that they don't tend to like.
Okay.
Now it is important to note that a very hungry deer will eat anything, so they will eat these. So it's the best to mix, as you mentioned before, mix your methods. Plant things they don't like. If you're planting things that they do close to your home, and then use a mix of repellents.
Okay. Well, and this is great too, because like you said, not only does this accomplish the goal of trying to keep deer out of your garden, it's beautiful at the same time.
Exactly.
Perfect. Thank you, Melody.
Thanks.